So today I'm going to be talking about the famous trip to Australia, royal trip, Charles and Princess Diana took in 1983. So this tour was quite politically sensitive. I mean, Australia was and still is part of the Commonwealth, but 1983 there was this strain of republicanism sweeping through Australia. It was becoming more and more popular, and I mean the Prime Minister himself, Robert Hawke, he was the main guy promoting this republicanism, and he even claimed, in when asked about the trip, Prince Charles' trip to Australia, he claimed that he didn't think they would be talking about kings in Australia for much longer. Um, of course, that didn't work out. That idea, and you'll see why. And yeah, so people in the UK, I mean the royal family mainly, they were really concerned about this trip. It had to go well. Yeah, it just had to go well. It was the Prince and the Princess of Wales going on this journey to Australia, which was on the other side of the world, and the strength of monarchy was failing there. So, kind of important to keep power. Well, the monarchy was not only worried about this republicanism becoming popular, but also about Diana herself. She hadn't been married to Charles for that long. I think it was 2 years, and it was her first public overseas royal tour she ever did. And the tour itself was brutal. It was 1 month long, and it covered around 30,000 miles. Now, of course, Charles, he had done many of these. The Queen herself, Prince Philip, they had done many of these tours. But Diana, she had never done such brutal tours. And you have to keep in mind, she had not that long ago, couple months or even like a year or so, she had given birth to Prince William. So the monarchy was kind of afraid how she would cope with the whole stress. And well, I mean, some of the days of the tour, like I said, it was a brutal tour. 8 appearances in one day. I mean, the toll on a person. I mean, the British newspapers, they even painted her as unpredictable, as someone who, oh my god, what could they do? They could ruin the monarchy. And, well, I mean, Prime Minister of Australia, he would see this and said, hey, the Prince of Wales leaves, and then his wife, she's also a bit not that confident. It's gonna fail. The tour is gonna be a failure for the monarchy, and republicanism will win. Well, so by the beginning of the tour, Diana was showing some signs of fatigue, and well, when they arrived to Australia, the people of Australia were constantly, doing interviews, and well, they could obviously tell something was wrong. And Charles, in order to save the situation, he said, well, we're really sorry, we're suffering from jet lag, it's a really long journey, we apologize. And Diana herself, she said, I can't cope with the heat very well. So they excused themselves in that way. Although it wasn't only the heat, it was definitely other factors. Then, I don't know if you've seen The Crown on Netflix, but there's this scene in which they're on the tour, and well, Diana, she's on Ayers Rock, and she's really struggling. Charles is saying, hey, come on. But Diana's just like, I can't do this. Well, she did in fact, struggle in Ayers Rock in Uluru, however you want to call it. But it wasn't because of fatigue like they portray in the show. I mean, that obviously was present, but it was mostly her outfit. She was dressed with a white frock with flats. Not the ideal outfit for climbing, one might say. And she kept on, trying to keep her dress closed because with the wind and with the effort of climbing, it kept on opening up, revealing her knees, revealing her legs, and she couldn't have that. And well, Charles kept on saying, "Come on, climb! Don't stop there, climb." She hesitated. She's like, "I can't do this. If I kept on going, there's a ton of cameras, and they're gonna see everything." So that was maybe like the biggest hiccup I think of the whole tour. But overall, Diana gave a remarkable performance. I mean, well, both the Princess of Wales did were hugely successful. Charles and Diana, they charmed the country. They even danced at the Sheraton Wentworth Hotel, and the dress Diana wore is iconic. And Charles also, who was in Sydney, although I may be wrong, participated in a polo match, and he scored a goal. He fell from the horse, and people laughed, but he scored a goal. And then there's the cute moment where Charles kissed Diana's hand in public, really cute. Everything wasn't smooth, there's this photograph of Diana breaking down in tears just as she's leaving Sydney. But, what can you expect? That can't have been easy. She had just joined the royal family. Well, like I said, Diana, she was performing remarkably, but Charles wasn't doing that well. Not that he was failing, it's just like compared with what Diana was doing, he was being eclipsed by his wife. And well, Charles, let's just say he was kind of jealous, and he didn't like the Australian public was focusing so much on Diana rather than on him, because what he wanted to do was restore faith in the monarchy. However, he wanted to do it himself. It was the tour of the Prince of Wales, not the tour of the Princess of Wales. So that kind of didn't sit that well with him. And then, there's videos of this. There's pictures. It's not pictures, but she answered people asking questions regarding Prince William's health, because they brought him along. She was the first royal person to bring a baby on royal tour. And well, there's a picture. There's a series of pictures of Diana, Charles, and William, and that's the thumbnail of the video. It's that. And people were concerned about the baby, and they asked her, and she responded. She even talked about the weather with some people, and an elderly man. She said, I don't know the exact words, but he did inquire about if she had any whiskey in her purse, and she joked about it with him. She was named the People's Princess for a reason. And this, I'm going to quote British newspapers. So these are real quotes, by the way. The princess who won the heart of Australia, and this tour has set republicanism back 10 years. Which is a huge success. Like I said right at the beginning, republicanism was sweeping through Australia, and now it seems to be disappearing just because Diana, made a stellar performance. And that is pretty much it. That is the royal tour. It's not that I've said a lot. Sorry. But in terms of Australia, that didn't really achieve that much. Only, increase support for the monarchy, but I don't think there was any huge accomplishments. In terms of Britain, well, it didn't help Diana's position in the royal family. Not because she was unpopular, but because she was more popular than her husband, the Prince of Wales, the future king. So tensions again rise, and well, this really didn't help Diana's eating disorder. It really affected her. But on the tour, she was doing so well, and well, did too well, some might say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. It's not that long a video, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye.